Showtime. What's up, Tim? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping by. What's up, Jordan? You as well. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're doing well. I don't even know if these guys are here because of me. No, they have to be. Yeah, they're not going to be here because of that level 19, I don't think. Unless he's somehow further along in the seasonal story than me. Maybe, I guess. Oh, no. Delete the Malignant Ambush. That's on me. Well, at least they get to take part in it. That's cool. Ooh. Oh, boy. What's up, Kevin? Appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Dude, it's been so long. You doing okay? Yeah, man, I'm doing alright. Can definitely understand thinking that maybe just everything in my life went belly up or something because of the fact that I stopped posting way back and have been gone for so long. But no, man, I'm alright. Thank you. Means a lot. How you liking the update? You used to watch you a lot during 76. The update for Diablo, the season 1 stuff is decent. As for the update that came out that did all the nerfs and everything, that's kind of a bummer. Definitely took some fun away in a lot of aspects, but I do know that they're going to be making some changes against that pretty soon, and that they're never going to do an update like that again. So, unfortunate, you know, backstep, but they realized it. Overall, I'm still enjoying the game so far. We'll see how it feels once I get to like more end game though, you know. Level like 60, 70, 80, etc. I do know they just made some really good Nightmare Dungeon changes, so I'm really looking forward all the more to get to the point of the game where I'm doing those again and can get to kind of feel that difference for myself versus my Eternal characters that were up in the 80s and such. But cool to hear that you ended up finding my channel during the 76 days. I don't know if you still play. Obviously, you can let me know. I personally haven't really played in quite a long time. Always a chance that I try to go back and play a little bit, depending on what the game has to offer and what else I'm doing with gaming on the side, I guess. But yeah, I'm glad that you found my videos. I hope that you found them useful, enjoyable, whatever. And thank you for still being subscribed. What's up, ET? How you doing, buddy? That's good to hear. Are you going to upload more videos? Maybe not just Fallout? I'm definitely going to be doing more videos. Yes, absolutely. I know that Starfield's not coming out on PlayStation, so I was going to, I guess, start by saying that I'm going to do Starfield videos, but I figured I would preface the fact that, as everybody knows, it's not coming to PlayStation, so unfortunately my videos are not going to be for as many people or across all those platforms for any Starfield videos I do. But I am also considering doing videos for Diablo 4 and just other, I guess, gaming-related videos for whatever other games I want to cover, I suppose. But there's, I guess, always a chance that I do some more Fallout stuff. Some maybe 76, some maybe not. But yeah, I definitely plan to do Starfield videos for sure. And maybe Diablo 4 videos either before or after that time, depending on how things with Starfield go, depending on how things with my continuous streaming go, all that kind of stuff. I have to sort of, you know, try to keep it balanced, try to, you know, get a feel for everything, see what's working, see what I'm having the most fun with, all that kind of stuff. And it's hard to gauge a lot of that currently. Only been streaming for 4 days, but I'm enjoying it and glad to be back. I do plan to continue for sure. Can't really gauge anything about Starfield because it's not out. Been considering doing Diablo 4 videos, still am. I just want to have sort of an idea in my head of what all kind of videos I would even do. You know, I don't want to come back and just do like just mind-numbing you know, the same few videos every, you know, 1 to 2 weeks, or as the weeks go by, of like, oh, you know, best XP, exploit, farming, dungeon, you know, all that nonsense. That's just kind of lame in my mind. I'd want to, you know, have more diversity in my content with Diablo 4 than that. Yeah, I'm level 56 Druid. World Tier 3 is so easy, but Tier 4 is like a totally different ball game. Absolutely, man. As it should be. As it should be. The World Tier should definitely have that very obvious feel of difference. And I hope that we end up getting a World Tier 5 down the line. I'm sure we will, right? It's kind of a given. They sort of like, they don't have to bring it, but it is sort of a given. I honestly, and a lot of people thought that we would have been getting it for Season 1. It doesn't seem like there's actually a ton of people who have been complaining about the fact that we didn't get it in Season 1, but I also think that's partly because they had way more other things that did happen to complain about. But yeah, I'm sure that World Tier 5 will happen down the line for sure. How it will be scaled exactly, I don't know, but I'm sure we'll get it. Chillin', nice to hear, nice to hear. I don't have an Xbox or PC, but it would still be interesting to watch your videos. Hey, that's good to know. It's definitely good to get that perspective from some people who don't have an Xbox or a PC, or even people who may have an Xbox or a PC, but they're hard stanced right now on not getting Starfield, or even just right away. It definitely is a good perspective to have on if they would still be interested in watching Starfield videos. I guess it's not that far-fetched depending on what the videos are. I think we all probably have or even do currently watch videos for games that we don't even play. Like, we don't play, we don't have. We do that for streams, we do that for videos. It's a little bit different for videos though, because if I'm posting a video of like a glitch for Starfield and you don't even own Starfield, I feel like most people that don't have the game or even just don't play the game aren't really going to care, right? Because why am I going to go take the time to watch a glitch video for a game that I don't have or don't play? Especially if you don't plan to get the game if you currently don't have it. That's my mindset. Maybe that's me being pessimistic a little bit, but logically in my head it makes sense, right? That's why I'm saying it. Even so, though, I don't want to just, same thing like I just explained with Diablo 4 if I do videos, you know, not wanting to just do, oh, you know, best farming method, best supposed XP glitch / exploit, you know, not doing stuff like that only for Diablo 4 or mainly. Same deal with Starfield. I wouldn't want to just do glitches. I don't want to limit myself that hard with a game that's going to be so massive and have so many opportunities of different content. I would want to do various gameplay stuff. I would want to do things about news for the game. I would want to do, you know, aspects of cool, you know, things within the game, whether it be weapons, armor, Easter eggs, tips, tricks, you know, all sorts of different stuff. Not just limiting myself to glitches. So some of the other stuff I just mentioned, I could understand people wanting to see videos for, even if they didn't play or didn't have the game. But just a straight up glitch guide, I don't really think people who don't play or don't have the game would care too much about. We'll see though. I guess maybe prior to Starfield releasing, hopefully I have some videos posted by then, whether they're about Starfield or not. But I was going to say that maybe before Starfield releases, I'll post a video or two and try to get a feel for how many people on my channel that are subscribed are still alive. And obviously I don't mean that literally, but you know, how many of them are still, you know, using those accounts, that are, you know, active on YouTube any bit, that are even seeing that I posted videos. Because that's a great thing on YouTube, you know, especially if you've been gone for a long time. YouTube just loves not notifying subscribers anymore. So maybe I'll do a video or two prior to Starfield and try to get a feel for how many people are still active on YouTube while subscribed to my channel, and that also still even care to be subscribed to my channel. Since streaming the past 4 days, I've lost a good chunk of subscribers, honestly, which is fine. I totally understand. I don't blame people whatsoever, because they probably see me live and they're either like, what the fuck, I'm still subscribed to this guy? Or maybe they're like, what the fuck, who even is this guy? Or they're like, what the fuck, this guy is streaming Diablo 4, he hasn't posted in years, I just don't care anymore. Any of those and other things, totally understandable, and I, you know, have no ill will towards any of those perceptions or people whatsoever. I completely understand, and I knew going into starting to stream again on here that I would lose a good bit of subscribers, so it's all good. Give me a sec, kill these last guys. I know there's a couple more comments. Let's see. I could definitely see you doing Easter egg videos or quest story explanation videos. I don't know about the latter. I don't know about quest and story explanation videos. That seems like it's like, I guess there's maybe a fine line between stuff like that and lore, which I'm not really a big lore guy in terms of like anything for doing videos. If you mean like going through a quest and explaining things along the way while like doing it, sort of like half guide, half, I don't know, just kind of showing people where things are, and you know, maybe there's a hidden thing here you don't want to miss or whatever. If it's something like that, then maybe that's a potential. I think that's an interesting idea, honestly. But if it kind of strays into more about the story and lore, then I would say no. That's not really my type of content personally, and I feel like I wouldn't really do that kind of content justice either, to be quite honest with you. Hey, what's going on, Armando? Appreciate you stopping by. What's up, brother? How's your day going? My day is going alright. I hope your day is going great. You could do videos like, can you beat Starfield with only a pistol or something like that, because people are going to do that at some point for the game, so you can do that sooner than others. That's definitely going to be a thing for the game. I've seen so many of those videos for Fallout games, for Elder Scrolls games, for Borderlands games, for so many games that I personally have played, but also this goes back to what I said a few minutes ago about how when it comes to YouTube and streams, we all watch stuff for games we don't even play or care to get if we don't have it. I've watched so many of those videos for games that I have never even played. Obviously all the Elder Scrolls and Fallout 1s and stuff like that I have played, but there's so many games that people have done videos for where, you know, oh, can you beat X game with only this, or only in this way, and I've never even played the game. I have no interest in even getting the game, but I still watch the videos and am thoroughly entertained. So that's another cool idea. Yeah, stuff like that that's a little outside the box, not, you know, not totally original or anything like that, nothing groundbreaking, but that is definitely off the beaten path a little bit more, and that takes a good amount more effort and thinking and definitely some more creativity. That is the kind of stuff that I am looking into having a part of the content that I do. Obviously, I want to have the baseline stuff and what I'm known for, but I don't want to be just held to that strictly, because it gets rough at some point down the line, right? It gets tough. That stuff only lasts for so long, and it only gives you a one-dimensional audience. So I would definitely like to be able to branch out and do other things alongside that baseline content that I'm known for, or very similar stuff to that. What's up, Ninja? Do you do the Tree of Whispers glitch for the season pass? I honestly don't even know about the Tree of Whispers glitch. I don't look up glitches or anything for this game, honestly. I don't really look up anything for this game in terms of stuff for videos. Probably the only videos that I see about this game are videos that I see someone else watch on stream. Like if Asmongold, for instance, is on Twitch and he's doing like a stream where he's reacting to X amount of videos, and one or multiple of them are about Diablo from some content creator talking about a glitch or talking about, you know, an update, which I keep up to date with updates and stuff myself, but just anything where another person is providing their input on it or anything like that. I don't even know about any of that stuff, like glitches especially, because I don't look anything up like that. I just play the game as is. To each their own, of course, though, you know. So I guess the answer is no, that I don't do that for the season pass. Right now for the season pass I'm at tier 37, which to be fair I did have the upgraded version of the game, so 20 of those tiers I got given off the bat. But yeah, everything after that point, and I'm only 38 for my level, as you can see, so obviously I'm not going to be too progressed in the past. But yeah, everything after 20, I've just gone from playing naturally, and that is how it will stay. I'm not going to do any glitches or anything like that for a season pass. I don't really care to. I mean, it's just mainly all cosmetic stuff anyway. It's not that serious. But again, to each their own. You know, I'm not knocking anybody. Oh god. You gotta do the Tree Whispers to get a cache, and you drop it and pick it up 10 times. Ah, interesting. I would say I'm surprised that something like that slipped through, but also I'm not really sure that I am. Now, sometimes it's the simplest seeming things that they get by like that. It's not like we haven't seen it for many other games. Let me see here. I know I missed a couple comments from ET. Yeah, what you said, not the lore stuff. We already have Oxhorn and the Apple. The Napple? I guess quest guide was the term I was looking for. Gotcha. I literally have a playlist of quest guides for Elden Ring, so it's definitely something people have a demand for. Yeah, I definitely get it a lot more for a game like Elden Ring too, because you don't exactly get a guide for it. Starfield will understandably be much more straightforward, with the game telling you exactly what to do, where to go, etc. But yeah, I don't think that's to say that some solid videos couldn't still be made for those things. Because obviously, while a game may tell you, hey, you got to go to X location and do X objective, it's not going to necessarily tell you, hey, there's also a secret over here in this, you know, random room that we're not telling you to go to. It's, yeah, it just depends on how the game is, honestly. Because, I mean, I think back to, like, Fallout 3, where there was quests where you would have to go to a certain location in Fallout 3, but then there'd be a random room with, like, a container or something with a unique weapon in it, or I guess what would be considered like a legendary weapon back then. So yeah, it just depends on how the game operates, I suppose. I would love to watch those videos. I also like the Skyrim background music right now. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, man. Yeah, I think it's pretty soothing. I think it's a decent, like, background noise for the stream. I'm hoping that... I don't think it's going to get repetitive for me very soon. I'm just kind of hoping that it doesn't get too repetitive for the people who are in here. Granted, it's only been 4 days I've been streaming, for one, and I've only had a couple people that have been in here more than once, and that are also only in here for so long, which is fine. Totally understandable. You know, it's all good, of course. But yeah, to the point, I'm hoping that given that, all that stuff, that nobody is like bothered by it or sick of it yet anyway. And hopefully it stays that way for a bit. It's very good, easygoing, and enjoyable background music for me personally, and I know that it helps add a little bit to the stream, which is nice, especially for downtime when there is nobody unfortunately talking in the chat, and so I'm not really talking much myself. And then when other people come in and they don't really see much activity in the chat, and then they also in turn don't hear me talking much, it would be all the more sort of empty feeling with the stream as a whole if there was nothing like the Skyrim music in the background. I definitely won't get tired of it. Skyrim's OST is beautiful. It is, man. It's incredible. It's incredible. And I think with that, I think I'm caught up with everything that you guys said. I appreciate all the activity in the chat so far. It means a lot. Like I said, you know, I kind of just covered this a second ago. You know, the activity in the chat, obviously not also trying to pressure anybody into talking or X amount, but anytime people do talk in the chat, it provides so much more to the stream. You know, I know for any stream it provides a lot, but especially for people who don't have that many viewers, it helps, like, more than anything else, honestly. Just because it provides more, it just makes the stream seem more alive, and it actually makes the stream more alive because, of course, any small streamer I hope would be reading anything people are putting in chat, all the more if they only have a few viewers. And so that, of course, creates more activity in the chat, which in turn creates more activity in the actual stream from the streamer, and it just makes the stream look more alive and inviting and stuff like that for anyone who pops in at whatever given time. So I really, really appreciate all of you guys stopping by, and even more for anybody talking in chat for however much you may want to feel comfortable, etc. Again, not trying to pressure that further. If you just want to stay here and lurk, I know that's a big thing. I'm a huge lurker when it comes to so many streams, and most streams, honestly, so totally get that vibe as well. What new class would you like to see? For Diablo 4, I would definitely like to see some kind of a Paladin class. Paladin / Crusader type class. Crusader was kind of Diablo 3's version of Paladin from Diablo 2, which Paladin was like the best class in Diablo 2 for anybody who didn't play and doesn't know. And I really liked the Paladin. I thought there was a bunch of cool different builds you could do for it in Diablo 2. I'd really love to see some kind of a Paladin. Doesn't have to be, you know, straight from Diablo 2. Doesn't have to be Crusader straight from Diablo 3. I'd honestly prefer it if it was a mix. Some takes from Diablo 2 for it, like the Sorcerer and the Druid and the Barbarian have taken pieces from the classes of those same classes in Diablo 2 and or Diablo 3. You know, take some pieces from those past games, you know, make it a little bit nostalgic, make it a little bit familiar to those that played those games, that played those classes, but then obviously also add some new stuff. You know, make it different, make it interesting, make it new in some ways, for sure. But I'd like to see some kind of a Paladin class. You know, a class with, like, you know, the various different melee skills, some holy type combat skills, auras, just like Crusader and Paladin both had from Diablo 2 and Diablo 3, stuff like that. Well, I'm gonna head out and eat dinner now, but I'm glad to hear you're okay and plan to make videos. I really appreciate you stopping by, Kevin. I hope that you have a great dinner, and yeah, I definitely will be making videos in the future. Short term, I'll be continuing to stream. That's my plan, and while I'm doing that, I'm trying to basically figure out what my plans are for videos a little bit further out, more towards Starfield, like I said. But regardless of what I end up doing, you know, anything that you provide towards that in terms of support, stopping by or whatever, I really appreciate. So thank you for today, and again, have a great dinner, my man. Have a good one. I'm level 31, gonna try the capstone dungeon. What tier are you on? I am on world tier 2 at the moment. You can see it over here above my quest objective. I'm only level 38, and I forget what the recommendation is for world tier 3. Isn't it like 50, I think? Isn't the capstone dungeon level 50? Let me see. Senkyo Bashad. Yeah, it's so the capstone for world tier to world 3 is level 50 plus, which means when you go in here, everything is going to be level 50 at least, I think, or just baseline level 50. So I definitely would not be able to go and do that right now, nor do I have any interest in going to do that right now, but I wish you the best of luck. You might be able to do it, especially depending on your build and your items. It's definitely not uncommon for people to be able to do X level or X recommended level content, sorry, but while being many levels below that. I've done it with certain stuff, many others have too, so I wish you the best of luck. Knock that fucker out. Yeah, it's 50. Yeah. Yep. And then I can't remember what the next one is. Is it 60 or is it 70? I forget. Maybe you remember. I personally can't. To do the capstone to unlock world tier 4. It might be 70. I feel like 60, only a 10 level difference, is not correct. I want to say it's 70, but that might be incorrect. So if you know, let me know. Even though it's only been like a week since I played all my higher level characters and this stuff was like fresh in my mind, like I just can't remember so much of it. But it kind of makes the experience a bit better, honestly. Yeah, I was torn between old classes from previous games or a completely new one like a cavalry focus like Lance and Shield with mount skills like Charge or Stampede. Pretty far-fetched, but I can dream. I can see how you'd think that would be a bit far-fetched, mainly just because of being mount focused, because there is naturally already mounts in the game, so to have a skill that's based around either a mount of its own or utilizing the mount with class skills, I think that might be a bit more out there for sure. Is it impossible? No, I don't think it's impossible. I think it would be something that is definitely a lot more ambitious and outside the box for them. So it would be a lot further down the line versus if they did do something more, you know, quote-unquote basic in the coming seasons. But I don't think it's impossible. But yeah, I definitely get being torn between, you know, oh, you want some nostalgia and some familiarity, but you also want something new. It's a brand new game, you know? Like, it's the Diablo series, which you may have followed for a long time and you may love, so that's where the nostalgia and familiarity urges come in, but then it's also a brand new Diablo game, and you don't want it to hold too heavily onto the past. So, at the same time, you know, you want some new stuff. It's got to be a nice little balance in there. I'm going to skim through my items real quick and see if there's anything I care to keep. And then whatever I'm not going to keep, I'm going to break down. I also have not had an elixir pop this whole time, unfortunately, so XP waste a little bit, unfortunately. But first and foremost, let's get rid of all my magic items, because obviously none of those I'm going to use. I'm going to have to go make some elixirs after this, which will take, you know, just a couple seconds. We'll skim through all this stuff real quick. This is a nice just general armor upgrade, which is cool. And that wasn't really anything special either. Critical strike chance, no. Most of this stuff I'm not going to read too much into, because it's going to get replaced pretty quickly. That's been kind of the common theme of everything I've been saying up to this point with my character. This is definitely a solid upgrade alongside the fact that it is plus 83 armor, because I get that 7.5% damage reduction from close enemies, plus I get 1.7% total armor, and also plus 19 dex, which, as most of you probably know, when it comes to a class like the rogue, dex is going to be, you know, your damage, you know, it's increasing your skill damage. So we're going to throw that on, no doubt. DPS for the bows don't matter for my build because I'm not using bows. However, the stats under damage per second, the damage per second doesn't do anything for me because I'm not using the weapon to attack. All the other stuff, though, like damage to close enemies, core skill damage, that stuff does apply to my characters. So that's the stuff that I want to look at. Amulet, no. Plus 6 damage, it's whatever. Critical strike damage. It is better critical strike damage, though, and everything else on my current weapon outside of that is booty. So we're going to go ahead and put that on. Check out my other ring here. It already has vulnerable damage on it. This one has vulnerable damage, but my current ring already has a higher percentage of damage to close enemies, so we're going to stick with that. Nothing special about those. I am going to put this on. I do lose 6% damage reduction from close enemies and a little bit of dodge chance, but I'm getting plus 44 more armor, and I'm also getting plus 1 rank to my poison trap, which is a main skill for me right now, so pretty important. And then this is, let's see, plus 8% damage to close enemies, which is barely less than what I have now, but I'm also getting plus 2 max energy, damage to frozen enemies. And a bit higher resistances. Cold and poison. I think I'd actually rather stick with my current ring. Damage to chilled. I can't freeze anything, so damage to chilled is whatever. Close enemies is a little bit better. Berry generation. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with what I have there. And I think I guess I will stick with my current boost as well, because I like having the movement speed. Okay. That's about it. 100% maybe like the tower shield guys with spears and you get rush type attacks for skills. Yeah, that kind of stuff seems more realistic for a new class, which that could honestly be a paladin type class. Or it could be a direction that you could go with a paladin type class if you wanted to. I think that's a possibility for sure. I would say the main part that would be harder or less realistic is the mount stuff. But if you take the mount stuff out of it and you stick with like what you're saying, like the charging and the tower shield and the spears and that kind of stuff, I think that is really not super far-fetched, honestly. I need to craft elixirs, which I'm right the right person for that. Let's see here. I hate having to use my mats, but we'll craft a couple elixirs. That'll give me an hour's worth of 5% XP and armor buff, which is nice. Have I messed with my... I don't know if I've messed with my horse at all, to be honest. I guess I have. We're gonna put that on. And then I think... Oh, this is from the season. I mean, he doesn't really... He just looks kind of basic, honestly. Maybe it's the armor covering him a bit, but... This you can't even really see. It doesn't stick out. This sticks out more. I like that. I almost kind of like what I had before, though. I kind of... No, actually, that's not true. I do like this one more. I like this, though. I like this. I like the trophy. Maybe I'll do this. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Kind of different. Why not? Alright. We'll head back in. Debuffs for enemies. I'm sure they're too scared at this point to get ambitious. They're probably a bit on edge and a bit weary, precautious, stuff like that for sure. All the more now after what they've already done and gotten really heavy negative feedback for so far. Yeah. And all the while, I forgot to pop an elixir. Here we go, though.
I did it! Inside now! Quickly!
Can't tell if that's... I think that's this guy right here. Because that's not me. That's got to be him. Because it's not doing anything to me. Thankfully.
Untouched by fire. Anchor-light. The Hall of Records must be counted. Almost there. Just down this corridor.
Alrighty. Let's do it. We got a boss or something?
Look, any mention.
Seems like a boss room to me.
Such the shelves, crates.
Oh, unless
Down the floor, you have to. Answer.
it's just gonna open up or something. It doesn't seem like it based on the map. Am I clicking the wrong thing? I know there's other ones I can search too, so I guess I'll... Oh, it wants me to search... Okay, it didn't mark it.
The cages.
Oh. Oh yeah, I could open up a loading screen, I guess, to be fair. Or a boss can come out of it. That's fine too. Yep, the ladder. Where the hell is he going? I don't really know what's going on there. That was something. That was something. How would you feel about companions for Deep 4 NPC, not wolves or skellies? You mean like a completely separate thing? You mean separate from like a specific class? I assume that's what you mean. I would say, I mean, if it came out, right? Assuming you don't mean for a specific class, because we kind of already have that for certain classes, I would say that it wouldn't bother me. Like, I'm not going to feel a certain type of way about it. But I also don't really think I would care that much, I guess. Like, I'm not going to be elated about it, but I'm also not going to be, like, bothered by it. What I will say is that I do think it would take away a little bit from the classes that have companions as a part of what makes those classes unique, if that makes sense. So Necros being able to summon skeletons, Druid being able to get, I think there's certain things that Druid can get, kind of like the Witch Doctor could in Diablo 3. Like the worm, the poison worm or whatever, and then obviously the Necro can get skeletons and golem. I feel like it would take away a little bit from those classes, which obviously once you choose your class, like that's it. So part of the uniqueness for choosing those classes is having the ability to have companions. If you provide a companion across the board, it takes away a little bit from that. At the same time, though, you look at Diablo 2 and you look at Diablo 3, you had the bodyguards. You had the bodyguard system, and that every class had. And I kind of liked it in Diablo 2. I thought it was pretty cool in Diablo 2. Diablo 3 didn't really care. It was whatever to me in Diablo 3. In Diablo 2, I thought it was pretty cool, though. So I don't know. I guess it really depends on how they did the system. If it was like just a bodyguard, like it has been in past games, and if you could actually change their items and have it come into play with making your build better, like you could in Diablo 2 more so, I think that would be really cool. But in order for me to know exactly how much I'd care, I guess I'd have to see how it would be fleshed out. I do think, though, that regardless, it would still take a bit away from those classes I just mentioned as well. And level 39. But yeah, depending on how they did it, I think it could be cool. I guess I sometimes forget about the bodyguard system in Diablo 2 and Diablo 3. More so too because it's less fresh in my head. And that's also the game that I enjoyed it more in as well. So update the title for level 39. And I don't know what I'm going to drop my skill in right off the top of my head. One second here. Let us see. Scroll down here. We have haste and adrenaline rush. We have our key passive already. I know that we got poison imbuement to 5. Don't need to do that for poison trap. Don't want to get shadow imbuement yet. Um... What else is there? Weapon mastery. Have I even touched that? I haven't even touched weapon mastery yet. After knocking back or knocking down an enemy, sure. Then there's this. I know stutter step's an option. It's basically if I want to go for damage or damage reduction right now. Do I want to go for damage or do I want to go for survivability? At the same time, though, I can also put one here and then drop one into siphoning strikes. I think what I'll do is I'll put one into damage right now, and then once I get another skill point, I'll refund this and I'll drop one in each of these so that I can have siphoning strikes. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I don't think it's not gonna make a big difference for the moment, but I just think it would liven the world up a bit if there were followers with their own dialogue and storyline quests, but balance would be key in order to keep the other classes from feeling like they aren't special. Yeah, 100%. And if there was any sort of storylines to the to like the bodyguards or like the followers and stuff, like you mentioned, then I do think that would definitely add more reason for them to exist and could add a lot of depth to them. Where do I need to go for this? Oh, here we go. Nope, that's not right. Here we go. But yeah, balance is always key, right? And it's tough. It's a tough balance to get right. And it usually won't ever get done right the first time. That's just kind of how it goes, especially with these kind of games. And while adding a whole new like mechanics and things of that nature. But that doesn't mean that they shouldn't be tried. You know, that doesn't mean they shouldn't be pursued or tried whatsoever. Alrighty, what do we gotta do now? Collect a few different things, it looks like here, and that are all in different spots. This is within a stronghold. Oh, they're all within strongholds, it looks like. Except for this one. This one's within a dungeon. I really wish you just had waypoints. I really wish we just had waypoints unlocked. Like, if you had them on your alt account, the way that, like, you have the whole map unlocked if you had it done on an alt account. I wish that... Or a character, sorry. I wish that the waypoints were just unlocked automatically. I just can't really think of a good reason why they shouldn't, especially because when you're doing the seasonal stuff, the seasonal storyline, like, you go from here to then having to go over here, which you do get the town waypoints, to be fair. Like, I haven't gone here yet, but they did give me the waypoint for it. But if you're gonna give us those, you might as well just give us all of them that we previously had. I don't really see the big deal. But we literally went from Kiovashad over by Bardu, and then now it's sending me... Where am I? Yeah, and now I'm down here. So you might as well just give us all the waypoints. Because, like, it's kind of annoying. I appreciate getting this one, right? But why couldn't I also have this one so that it's such a shorter distance for me to go to this dungeon? It's, like, such a pain in the ass to have to go from here all the way over here. Who wants to do that? Nobody wants to do that, I promise. The only people that won't care about doing it as much are those that maybe just didn't have the waypoint already on their last character and haven't fully experienced those areas yet, which is fair. I'd feel the same way if that was the case for me, but unfortunately it's not. So we're going to get some waypoints, I think. Not going to be very fun or exciting, but it is a necessity, sadly. They needed another objective, collect waypoints for seasonal grocery list. Literally, man. Literally. I do recall now that that is a part of it. Yep. Yeah. Which I don't think they need to have it in there. I think that there's plenty of other things they already have in there. They could take it away and it'd be no big deal whatsoever. I'm sure they also could easily replace it with something different. Something, you know, much more, like, exciting or feeling as though it was worth going out of your way to do it. Is that a wild rhino I see? The old Kuma. I forget how this goes. Is this gate gonna be open for me? Yeah, the story's done, so the gate should be open for me. There's no way I have to open the gate again. That's part of the story, right? Okay, whew. I was gonna say, if I have to still go up and all the way around, climbing all of this, like you normally do in this story, to open this gate, to then be able to get the waypoint, I was gonna be a bit annoyed. More so than already from having to even get these waypoints. But that one wasn't too bad. What are you on about? Oh, this one unfortunately is such a longer distance away. We just can't think about it. We have to just go. Don't think about it. Just hold forward. The one thing that does suck about this mainly is that I have an elixir popped right now. And it's not like I have a bajillion mats like I do with my Eternal characters because I've played way more. So the mats that I'm using to make these elixirs are far and few right now. So it kind of sucks that a good handful of minutes are being wasted because I have to run down waypoints and travel literally across the whole map to get to certain objectives. I could just say screw that and could go slam dungeons so that I don't have the XP going to waste and the armor buff going to waste, but I don't know. Now this is interesting. I was supposed to delete this account. Oh boy. Things have just taken an interesting turn indeed. I didn't even think about that actually. I had you as a mod on that account and it actually didn't even cross my mind at first when you posted on your other account that you came in here with first. I didn't even think about the fact that it didn't show you as a mod. That completely went over my head. But now that you've obviously gotten on your other one, I obviously realize this now. So are you deleting that account, or you're not using that account anymore either way, right? So should I remove mod from that account and put it on your new one? Yeah, they should have made some of the seasonal rewards large caches of crafting mats. That would have been kind of nice. I haven't really taken a solid look at the rewards. I know it's mainly cosmetic, and then I know there is some mats in there. I know there's a bit of platinum, which is what you use to buy cosmetics. I know that there's a bunch of cosmetics, and then I know that there are is it the smoldering items, the crafting mats. Let me see. Let's see. Right here. Smoldering ashes, yeah. But they level lock it, which they probably should, right? That's fine. I'm not really against that. Because you're gonna kind of get them as you go, which is sort of cool. But it would have been kind of nice if, even while being level locked, they did have some caches of mats or something. Not to say that I had a hard time getting mats as I played the game more and got more towards endgame. and focused on getting mats a little bit more than anything else. But maybe for like lower to mid levels, it would have been kind of nice to have some. It's not game breaking or anything like that. It's not like make or break anything whatsoever. But it would have been nice, right? But I don't have a big issue with it. It's okay. Yeah, those are for the XP boost on blessings. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, sir. That account was supposed to be gone. Okay. I can change that real quick. Let me see. Let me go to my studio, and I think it's in the community settings or something, wherever the hell that is. Oh, I think it's just in general settings, and then it's community. Yeah, okay. So, we'll get rid of this one. We'll save that. And then, in the stream, I should be able to just make you a mod on your new one. If I just go here, add as a moderator. Standard mod. There's standard mods and managing mods? What the fuck? That's new. Okay. Well, there we go. It says you're now a standard moderator for the channel. So, I don't know if you'll have to refresh or whatever, but you should be good. You should be good to go. Alright. I still have never gotten a treasure goblin seller, by the way. And I've done a lot of sellers. Or what feels like a lot of sellers, anyway. And I've still never gotten the treasure goblin seller. Not that it even would probably give me anything good. It'd be nice right now, just, you know, because I'm on a fresh character. But, yeah, I guess I expected to get one. And now that I'm thinking about it for the first time in a good while, I never got one. Crushed beast bones, those are big, super helpful. I want to be a manager. I think the only thing, I mean, I only skimmed over it, to be fair. It said what? You could do everything the standard moderator does, which is just like, you know, moderating comments, I guess. And then the other thing is, the manager one can, what? They can mess with the blocked words list, and then something else maybe? You probably, or no, you don't know. I was going to say you probably know, because you're on YouTube too, but no, you're not on YouTube. You stream on Twitch, so no, you probably don't know, actually. Yeah, I mean, that's new to me. I've gotten 2 and roughly 70-ish sellers and 3 butchers. I've gotten a ton of butchers. But I've not gotten a single treasure goblin seller. Like, where you go down there and there's like 3 of them. 3 treasure goblins, and that's it. And they drop legendaries. Yeah, I've never had that. But I've gotten plenty of butchers. I have never gotten the butcher unique. Actually, you might have to be on a barbarian for that. Or maybe when they had the glitch where druids would get barbarian uniques, maybe you could be a druid. I think that's fixed now. But yeah, you might have to be a barbarian actually to get the unique drop from the butcher, the weapon or whatever. But yeah, I've gotten plenty of butchers. It's kind of whatever. The treasure goblin would just be cool to experience, I guess. And like I said, especially now, because it should give some legendaries, which would be all the more nice now too, since I'm on a fresh character. But honestly, I don't even know if they can appear in World Tier 2. It might be a World Tier 3 or 4 thing. I know they can appear in World Tier 3, but I don't know about 4. Or sorry, 2. Elbozo. The Skyrim music. Ooh, yeah, ooh, ah. Yeah, I've been having the Skyrim music in the background for my streams. YouTube is pretty strict on all the like copyright music of any kind. They're on it pretty quick with their system automatically. The big no-no, as I'm sure you're aware. And as I already know from when I would stream on here in the past. So, yeah, going with something like the Skyrim music is, it's both a, you know, nice, soothing route in a sense, but it's also a, completely, like, non-risky route. I don't have to worry about getting any issues from this, thankfully. Cool. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, speaking of legendaries, I'll take that. Probably won't be good. Hopefully the aspect on it is something we care about at least, so that we can extract it and use it later. That would be nice. Not gonna hold my breath though. Let's investigate real quick. Yeah, it's one that unfortunately is also worse than what we're wearing, but also the aspect on it is not anything we care about. That is, that's how she goes sometimes. Actually, I guess I've only gotten like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9 legendaries, somewhere in that ballpark. I've only gotten that many so far on this character, but unfortunately none of them have been anything that I need for my build later down the road, but also none of them have been like any bit even really useful until then either, like something I can just throw on in the meantime for an aspect. Like they've all been pretty garbage actually, and I'm pretty confident like no top builds for rogues use, maybe barring one that's just completely outside of the skills I'm using now and will be using until obviously I don't need that. I didn't keep it, but yeah, like everything else has been just trash, sadly. I hate that move so much. Oh boy, I might die. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, everything's indeed fine. Good. Good. We will head over here now, and then up afterwards. I'm hoping this is even what I'm supposed to be doing, because there was a big circle around this area where the dungeon is at for the seasonal quest, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm supposed to go in here. In fact, it probably means I'm not supposed to go in here. It probably means that there's something around the dungeon outside that I'm supposed to be doing instead, but didn't really think about that at the start, so we're already too committed to this point to just throw in the towel. We're just going to complete the dungeon, and we'll go from there. I guess we'll go down here. Yeah, we're already too far along to just say screw it and go investigate that situation. We'll complete the dungeon. If it's relevant, it is. If it's not, it's not. We're getting XP and stuff, which is nice at least. Oh boy. We're also getting, we are still getting seasonal stuff. We're getting invokers and such, which are season related. So, it's not like this is a complete waste, or really a waste at all. It's just a bit of a sidetrack, if anything. Nothing wrong with that. Grab some of these items real quick. Even though I'm still getting hits. Everything's fine. Alright, cool. Really? I'm full? Let's get rid of the blues. I don't need to be picking up blue stuff anymore. I'm making the executive decision to no longer pick up blue items. Get on board. It's happening. Can't be that much of the dungeon left. Good old buff to Greed Shrine, finally. A little bit better than it was previously. Much better, actually, than it was previously. I'm very curious to see what it scales up to with Nightmare Dungeons. How much gold is dropping in those. Because before, it was trash. So it better be thousands that I get. Cool. Can't wait for the game to go to Matt. Oh, can't wait for the gems to go to the Matt's inventory instead of item inventory. I think that's confirmed, right? Yeah, that is definitely confirmed. It is confirmed to be releasing in Season 3. Or is it Season 3? Is it Season 2 or Season 3? It's one of the two. I can't remember, honestly. But yeah, it's one of the two. It's either Season 2... I want to say Season 2. Season 3. Whew, that's a minute. I want to say it's Season 2 that it is going to be coming. But yeah, it's a confirmed change that they are going to make it so anytime you pick up gems, they go to your Matt's inventory in here. Or sorry, in here. Rather than, you know, gems like in the inventory. Yep. That's going to be a very, very nice change that I am definitely looking forward to. It's going to be nice not having to at any point in the game think about, do I really need to pick this gem up? Do I really want to pick this gem up? You know, am I actually going to use it? Is it actually going to matter? It's going to be nice being able to just mindlessly pick them up simply because they're there and not have to worry about them taking up space and being like a detriment to you in any way, shape, or form. It's always nice being able to just grab stuff and not have to worry about them, like, being a negative to you somehow. And, like, not having to think about it, you know? Okay, obviously inventory is full, but we do still have a handful of items here on the floor, and we have a boss fight, although we have to clear this little bit of area too. So let's hit town again real quick. Ooh, Season 2 would be clutch. Season 3 wouldn't be soon enough, in my opinion. I agree. Season 3, like, don't get me wrong, I understand the back-end stuff to a degree that they need to do in order to make the change to the game and to also have it not break anything in the process. So I completely get that. However, I do think that Season 3 is a bit too far off, because Season 1, which is what we're in now, obviously that just started, that ends in October, and then it'll be another 3 months for us to get through Season 2, So that'll be November, December, January. That would be mid to late January when Season 3 starts. I think that's definitely too long for that kind of a change. I understand not being able to implement it confidently and properly until Season 2. So, you know, another 3 months down the road. But, yeah. Let's just hope it's Season 2, you know? Let's hope it's Season 2. Skim through all these items as per usual, see if there's anything worth swapping over to. I'm not gonna care too much. Amulet, no. I can't even use that. The pants we already established are not anything special, unfortunately. What else we got? I already know that's not better. Attack speed is nice. Penetrating shot, not nice. Shadow and beam it, no. No. Everything here is kind of not great. This is, though, this is a bit better movement speed than what I have now. The only thing that sucks about this is I'm losing my my plus 30% movement speed for 1 second after I evade. But I'm going to take overall movement speed over that for sure. And then I think everything else here, unfortunately, is not really an upgrade. This is plus 4 more DPS. I don't care. I get a few percent of vulnerable damage and some dex from my current one. This I will take simply because it's plus 10 DPS, but it also is giving me plus 8.5% damage to close enemies and stunned enemies too, which I do stun enemies when I use this, I think. Or maybe I'm thinking of, I don't know if this stuns them. I guess it would say if it did. I could have sworn it does. Maybe I'm thinking of dash. I might be thinking of dash. But that's all good. We're still going to swap to that. We're still going to swap to that. Okay. Everything else we can nuke. And then we're going to throw our gems in the stash as per usual. And let's see what we have here. I don't want this. I hate the knockback on it. I've mentioned it before. This is this whole stun grenade thing. It's 30 physical damage and stun for 0.50. So it is a bit better. We'll toss it on. Why not? And then both of these are the same thing, though that one is better. So we will we'll keep that one. And is there a spot that I can get rid of them here? I have to do it out there. That's kind of annoying. I'm going to be honest with you. That is kind of annoying. I don't feel like going out there. I know it's not that far. Call me lazy. I just don't feel like going all the way around there and then having to come all the way back to hit my portal. So we're not going to. We're just going to wait. We're going to just wait. So I can go through the locked door. I do have the key for that, but there is a little bit more space over here for me to clear. So we're going to do that first. And then we will go kill the boss. And I guess this is it. I guess it was a very small portion of area. Okay, so on to the boss. And then after we kill the boss, we will go outside of this dungeon and I guess and seems inevitably find that we did never need to do this. This boss is not familiar to me whatsoever though, actually. I don't know if this was a boss before. This might be a seasonal boss. Like, I don't know if this is a new dungeon even. Cool. Alright, so that's done. And we will... I need to pop another elixir. We'll go outside the dungeon first. Dungeons need more boss variety, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. There's like... I remember when the first time around on my Eternal characters, when I was just knocking out every single dungeon once, I remember like 4 or 5 of them, like maybe not 4 or 5, definitely 3 or 4 of them in a row, or maybe like 4 out of 5 that I did, like for real. It was all the same boss. It was the same boss in all of them. I forget which one it was. It might have been like the Blood Bishop or something, but it was the same boss in like 3 in a row or like 4 out of 5 that I did. Like, it was nutty. Okay, so the whole time I didn't even need to do this dungeon. I just needed to come over here and click on something. I don't mind though. It's whatever. XP, you know, no biggie. So we got 2 more waypoints out of it as well. And then we have the Tree of Whispers waypoint already. We do not have this waypoint. I kind of want to get it though. So I think we might do that real quick. Yeah, we'll go get that waypoint real quick. Crypt Keeper for me? Yeah, it could have been the Crypt Keeper too, honestly. It was something. It's not coming to me clearly right now, but I definitely... Oh, you know what it was? No, it wasn't the Crypt Keeper. It was the tomb person. What is it? Diablo. I gotta look it up. Diablo 4 dungeon bosses. It was the Tomb Lord. That's what it was. The freaking Tomb Lord. I remember telling my friend about it when he had gotten on later on that night when I was just grinding out dungeons, and I think he got on and did a dungeon with me. And it was like my next one in line to be like the 3rd in the row of the same boss, or to be like 4 out of 5 that I had done. And we were going into it, and I was like, "Oh, watch! It's it's gonna be Tomb Lord, I bet." And sure enough, it was Tomb Lord. And I was just like, "Bruh." I was like, "I've been fighting this fucking thing all night." Or the Poison Tree thing that has been my Season 1 repeat boss. Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like I haven't done, well, I was going to say I feel like I haven't done enough dungeons so far to feel as though I've gotten the one a lot more than others, but I've definitely gotten the Blood Bishop a few times. I think I've gotten the Blood Bishop more than anything so far, but not so much that it's like bothering me yet or anything. The Tomb Lord situation, though, that I just explained I had, oh my god, that was rough. And it's not even like it's a hard boss or anything, obviously. Like, I was plowing through them all just fine. It was just like, bro, like, give me some guaranteed variety, please. Like, I don't want to be doing these dungeons that are a bit different, a bit unique, you know, a bit changed of an experience each time in the actual dungeon. But then, at the end of 3 in a row, or at the end of 4 out of 5 of them, have them all be Tomb Lord, Tomb Lord, Tomb Lord, Tomb Lord. Like, no. That is, no bueno for me. So, these, next 2 things I need to do for the season quest are strongholds. And I don't quite recall anything about those strongholds, but I actually do recall now, with strongholds in general, I need to do this one still. And then this will open up a dungeon here. And that's the last dungeon I need for this area, so I think I'm going to go do that. Oh, it also gives me the last waypoint for this region. So I think I'm going to go knock that out real quick, just to further have this whole region done. So what's my closest way there going to be? I guess Kiovashad. Or no, right here. So we'll do that real quick. Oh god, lag coming into town. Love that. Love it. Love it. I have been getting less of that though, compared to last season, thankfully. Or last season, prior to the current season. I definitely was getting more lag more frequently going into town and like more populated areas player-wise, and going through portals, loading screens, stuff like that, it has not been as bad for me personally. I know it partially definitely has to do with your hardware, like your PC and stuff, if that's what you're playing on, and mine could definitely use some upgrades. But yeah, it doesn't seem as bad, thankfully. So that's good. Hello? What the hell? So I remember everything with this stronghold pretty good. And for some reason these guys are nuking me. What the fuck? Holy moly, they were smoking my health. Yeah, I remember everything pretty good with this stronghold. Killing these guys and then going to all the various houses, clearing enemies out, and then coming back up here and fighting 3 different bosses of the little sorcerer wizardy type, which is sort of a pain in the ass if I do recall. Definitely wasn't as bad on my second character for Eternal, because I had all the altars of Lilith, I think, or most of them, so that definitely helped my base character. And obviously I have that coming into play here as well, so it definitely will not be as bad as it would be on a completely fresh character with no altars of Lilith to help buff me or anything like that. But it still might be kind of rough. Even this is looking iffy to be. Oh, yep. As soon as I started to say, yeah, even this is looking to be a bit iffy. I just put myself 2 in the middle of way too much. Okay, I don't really know how that fear procced on me. All good though. Legendary ring. Interesting, interesting. (1141's overrated strongholds. I remember Temple of Ra fucking me up on the first part, but yeah. There's a couple rough ones. Okay. I think there's still a couple more that I need to do. Yeah. I'm gonna say I see one in the corner of my eye over here. Oh, more enemies are gonna spawn first though. Great. Amazing. It's all good. My poison's gonna come in clutch for a few of them. Make it much easier for me to immediately turn my attention to some other enemies. Oh, whoops. Yeah, there's the altar back here. I already have it though. Not gonna get hit by the fear. Alright, cool. Level 40. Alright, so we're gonna take 1 out of weapon mastery. We're gonna put 1 in sturdy, and then that will allow us to get 1 in siphoning strikes. And then from there, we will probably fill siphoning strikes more. We'll drop another 2 into that when we can. Although sturdy and weapon mastery are, of course, very important as well. But all in due time. All in due time. I'm gonna have to turn down the frequency of that Nightbot message. For sure. When was the last one? Oh, I don't have timestamps. I thought you could turn timestamps on. Oh, you can. 5:45, 5:30. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to change that in Nightbot after. That's too frequent. If there was a bunch more chat activity, that'd be one thing, I guess. But that's old. Those are all old. So I will need to turn that up. Nobody wants to see that. And I think that's all of them? Yeah. Ooh, Nightbot spam and shake my head. Yep. It's all from the older days when there was maybe more chat activity or whatever, so it didn't like seem as bad. It didn't seem as spammy. So I will have to update that, increase it a little bit. So I think it's at 15 right now. So maybe I'll bump it up to like 25, maybe even 30. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of gauge it as we go. All right, where's the one that's weak? There we go. Oh shit. Come on, somebody come walk into this. There you go. Even though you just insta-teleported out of it. Go. Done and done. Two legendaries to look at after. Gotta go seeing that new Oppenheimer movie. Have a good one, DA. Hey, I hope you enjoy it. I've heard good things. I appreciate you stopping by and for hanging out for a good while. It means a lot. Enjoy the movie, and yeah, hope to see you in some more streams, man. So let's see, we have the waypoint now. We have all the strongholds done in this region now. We have all the waypoints in this region. All the altars were obviously already done. Same thing with areas discovered. So now we just need to do this last dungeon, and then we'll have everything in this region done except for side quests, which I'm not really too worried about the side quests right now because I can't even get the next tier of rewards yet, and they're also just ovals, so it's, you know, Although, that's a nice good little bit of gold for whenever I get to World Tier 3, not gonna lie. We like that, we like that. You see how long I've been live for? Hour and 26. Oh, I better make sure I get to at least 2 hours, because I only did like, what I do yesterday? I did like an hour and a half, or like an hour 45 yesterday, and Wade messaged me after and he said scam. He said only an hour and a half or something like that, and then he said scam. And I was like, what? I was like, you know, it was time to go get some dinner. You know? You're on a record pace. Yeah, I mean, I'm still good. I'm not trying to end here fucking, like, super quickly anyway. I'm still all good for the moment. But yeah, I thought that was funny. Oh, God, are you kidding me? Butcher and the Treasure Goblin. Oh, I'm not going to be able to kill the Treasure Goblin probably because of the Butcher being here. Or wait, maybe I will. Let me kill him, please. Please, let me jump him, please! No! Okay, good, he died. Alright, we can turn our attention now. We're not going to be able to kill the Butcher. I can already tell you that. That's just not happening. There's not a world where it's happening. There's just not a world where it's happening. Oh, another legendary. Yeah, it's just... Oh, man. It's really just not happening. So, I guess we will continue on until we die. But yeah, this man said I scammed for only doing an hour and a half. And, you know, I had to go get some dinner. But yeah, well, no, he did pop in. He did pop in, to be fair. I was going to stream, to be fair. I was going to stream more last night. But I've been playing Remnant 2, the early access or whatever. Depending on the edition you get, you can play, like, early access right now. Otherwise, it comes out, like, Monday night or Tuesday. And I would, honestly, have been streaming Remnant the past couple nights. But to even just playing that game on my PC with my current graphics card, I'm getting, like, not even 60 frames per second. Only if I'm, like, in a loading screen or something basically still do I get, like, even 50 to 60 frames. And then with any sort of normal, like, playing of the game, like, I'm getting, like, 30 to 50 frames. Sometimes even dropping, like, very briefly under 30 frames. It's rough. But the game's awesome. The game's great, and my friends that I'm playing with are on PC, and there's no cross-plat, so obviously I'm gonna get it on PC. And I didn't think that it would be that bad for the frames on my PC, to be fair, either. But unfortunately it is. But I haven't said anything to them. I didn't want to, like, be a bummer or, like, you know, bring down vibes or anything like that, or have it be something I complain about. It's honestly, like, when I play, it kind of gives me a headache, to be completely honest. I hadn't gotten a headache in a good while before, like, the past couple days when I've been playing, so probably fair to attribute it to that. Because, as anybody knows, when you're playing a game, if your FPS is, like, for one, if it's on the lower side, but two, if it's jumping, like, those amounts, and again, especially on the lower side, it definitely doesn't look or feel good whatsoever. But yeah, I've just been kind of dealing with it. The game, thankfully, is like fucking amazing, so that's been a huge help. And then just having a good time playing with friends is always a good vibe. So yeah, I haven't said anything, not trying to bring vibes down or like, you know, be a weenie or whatever. I'm just enjoying the fact that I'm getting to play a good game and with some friends. And down the line, I'll hopefully be able to get a graphics card upgrade so that this kind of thing won't be an issue. Again. Oh boy. I definitely need to get a new one before Starfield if I'm going to play on PC. Like, it would be ideal too. Because, sheesh. If I'm struggling to hold not even 50 to 60 FPS on Remnant 2, and without doing any sort of recording or streaming alongside it, then, yeah, Starfield is just going to be a whole nother ball game of struggle. One sec. There we go. Let's see here. What's up, Zig? Dog, upgrade your PC. Yeah, I mean, obviously I would like to. It's just, you know, it's and I'll read your comment in a moment, Zig. Apologies for that. Yeah, I mean, I obviously want to upgrade my graphics card. It's gonna be a few $100s, and obviously, you know, throwing a few $100s at something, anything that isn't like a necessity is, you know, it's a few $100s. So, I mean, if I felt comfortable, you know, putting that amount of money towards anything that wasn't like necessity, then I would have gotten an upgrade already. But yeah, I don't know. If I keep up with the streaming stuff and then also I'm actually going to do videos like I want to, then I guess it does kind of become a necessity. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I definitely need an upgrade. A weenie, I'm neglecting everything and everyone when Starfield comes out. That's fair. What is the best way to level up in Season 1? I got to level 60 on my Eternal Source, and now I've started my new Season 1 alt, and it feels slow since there is no campaign. Should I just run dungeons? Yeah, I would assume that you would probably just run dungeons, my man. That is what I will be doing. And I don't know if you just don't want to continue on your previous character. It might be better and faster doing it on your main character. And let me also see, I know you mentioned something about a source. You got to level 60 on your source. Okay, actually, to be fair, I'm not even sure if you'd want to continue playing your source, because it's kind of a struggle right now, especially at the higher stuff, and maybe even after the Nightmare Dungeon changes that they just did in the hotfix. However, I do know they have an update coming out in like a week and a couple days. They're going to talk more about it this coming Friday on a developer stream, but they have an update coming out in which I think is going to make some changes, like essentially buff the source in some ways, or make it not as squishy and not as nerfed. So playing a different class until that time, definitely understandable. But yeah, I would say just probably doing dungeons, Hell Tides when it's up, because that's really helpful anyway. And then I don't know how good Whisper stuff is personally, but you could definitely try doing some Whisper stuff as well. But yeah, other than that, I would do dungeons, run Nightmare Dungeons if you have them unlocked, if you're on the higher level character, and then do Hell Tides in between as well, obviously, again, if you're on a high enough level character. That would be my thought. And that's what I'll be doing, for sure. But yeah, Zig, if you're still here, I appreciate you stopping by, and hope that your day is going well. Thanks for your input, fam. Probably just avoid side quests altogether then. Yeah, bro. Side quests are like, don't get me wrong. There's actually some decent side quests, ones that aren't just kind of like a one-off and, you know, hey, go get X item and bring it back to me, and then bam, you're done. There's actually a couple like solid side quests like stories and where it extends for a few side quests. And with a bit more memorable NPCs to them. But overall, yeah, the side quests are kind of like for me personally. I know some people love a bunch of them. I know some people kind of dread all of them. For me, it's kind of like meh for most of them. A couple of them have been pretty solid in my opinion for sure. And I feel like that's normally how it goes with side quests in games, honestly. Like, even with some of my favorite games, a lot of the side quests are kind of like whatever, you know, they're fetch quests and they're not very memorable and stuff like that. But yeah, I only do like the bare minimum basically for side quest stuff. On my Eternal characters, I just have a bunch of side quests that I still need to do. Many of them I know are not those kind of chain ones that I just mentioned, are maybe better and that have multiple more memorable and better things to them. But there might still be some diamonds in the rough in there, so I do want to get to a point where I have all of them completed. But for the moment, and in regards to just leveling up and getting seasonal stuff done, I don't think I'm really going to be jumping on them too much. I'm going to be slamming dungeons for a good bit. What's up, Fork? I should probably go back the other way. Oh, never mind. The game's telling me you can't. They're fucking bone walling me. Weird seeing you here. It's fair. That's fair. Is that from the fact that I just haven't done any like content in a super long time, or do you mean like in a streaming aspect? I guess both, to be fair. But yeah, either's understandable. Nope. Fuck that event. I take a hard stance against doing last stand events, as many people do. Worst event in the game, can't tell me otherwise. I'll say it every time. Both? Yeah. Totally understandable, man. Totally understandable. And obviously, you're not the only one that, you know, feels that way. I've definitely had a handful of people come in and just be caught off guard by me doing anything on my channel or me streaming on my channel and wondering where I went, or, you know, being like, oh my god, you're still alive? I know, mainly jokingly, or so I hope. But yeah. And the dungeon is done, I guess. Interesting. Okay. I feel that a few of them had really cool elongated stories. Will you be doing a new series with like builds and favorite items? I know you from Fallout from a while back. Yeah, some of them do definitely have longer stories, and like I said, are more memorable for different reasons. And that are, you know, what I'd consider cooler. As for if I'll be doing a new series or any new series or videos with builds and favorite items, I'm in the midst of considering doing videos for Diablo, definitely. I guess right now, I've only been streaming for 4 days. I'm kind of trying to ease back into YouTube and content stuff, and I'm starting with doing that with streaming. And I'm going to continue to hopefully do that with streaming, as I've been really enjoying for the past 4 days, and so in turn I would like to do. But in the back of my head, throughout that, I am also definitely considering starting to do videos for Diablo 4. What all those videos will entail, I really don't know off the top of my head. But some of what you mentioned is definitely, like, a possibility. Like, I've, you know, jotted down some potential video ideas and stuff like that, and the kind of things that you mentioned are definitely within that. Some of the ideas that I've thought of doing, you know, build stuff or videos related to specific aspects of the game that I like, that I don't like, items, stuff like that. Yeah, I've jotted a whole bunch of stuff down for potential video ideas, and I'm just trying to figure out what all I'm most interested in, and knowing that I really want to pursue any specific stuff. So yeah, it's definitely possible. Thinking about giving this game a go? You should, man. I think it's awesome. I'm definitely a big fan of the game. Season 1 just came out as well, so that's something. My fave Fallout streamer, you know. Okay, you know, I gotta appreciate that. Gotta appreciate that. I mean, technically, right? Technically, hear me out, Rhino. Technically, you're kind of my favorite Fallout streamer as well. I didn't really watch any Fallout streamers. I watch a good amount of streams even now, but I don't recall really ever watching much in the way of Fallout streams that I can remember. Yeah, I really don't think I did watch Fallout streams. So technically, out of everyone that I've seen play Fallout, or the most, you might technically be my favorite Fallout streamer. Yeah, just throwing it out there. Though if you don't stream any Fallout stuff, you know, anytime in the near future, I don't know, you might lose that title. But, you know, I'll give it to you by default for now. Which, to be fair, maybe I might be getting it by default from you as well. Just because of how much I streamed it and did videos and stuff for it back then. But obviously I haven't touched it in a good while. Oh, that was good. I have a full inventory now. Perfect. I'm honored. Okay. I am gonna come over here real quick. And I am going to go downstairs and fill up my water bottle, because that is getting light, and you gotta stay hydrated, you know what I'm saying? It's important to stay hydrated, especially when you're just big chilling, you know, doing desk stuff, you know, sitting at a desk for X amount of time, whatever, hours on end. I don't watch Fallout streams, only ever watch yours. That's fair. I feel like I've heard that multiple times from people in the past as well, actually. But yeah, so I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna fill up my water, and I will be back in, like, hopefully a couple minutes tops. So let me type it in chat, you know, so if anyone comes through, they know. Be right back. Be right back. Getting some water. Put up a little heart as well. All right, I'll be back, guys. I'm back. I've returned. Okay, that's full. Get back into position. Alrighty. I find it strange that I randomly come back to I find it strange that I randomly come back to your Discord after years of not being active and all of a sudden you're streaming. And it's a game that I've been considering. Yeah, that is funny. I saw where that was going before I even finished reading it. That's pretty good. I think it was actually I can't remember if it was the day that you posted in the Discord and said like that you'd been away for, you know, super long or whatever, but I think I literally streamed like very soon after that. Just checking something real quick. Oh, okay. That's what it was. Fair enough. But yeah, that is funny. Assuming, oh, that's nuts. LOL. Yeah, I was gonna say, assuming you're still here. I don't know if you're still here, but I'm glad to see that you are. All right. So what do we got? What do we got? Go through all these items real quick. Definitely a better dagger, so we will put that on. And then, ooh, +2 poison imbuement, which, oh, I already had. But this has armor as well, and better overall armor. So some of these are actually a bit better. This is not better. The increased damage while you have a barrier active, we can extract the legendary effect off this. And we can actually save that for now. I don't need it for this character, but if I do a source or something that plays barriers a lot in the future, I could save it for that. But yeah, the ring overall for this character is not good, unfortunately. A little bit better armor. Ooh, this does have max life, though. Oh yeah, definitely we can put this on. Better armor, max life. For sure. This we can definitely switch to. It's the same armor, but it has +2 to flurry, which we already have, but it also has +5% crit strike chance, and then +7 all stats is whatever, but it's better than overpower damage, so we can swap to that. And then close enemy damage, a little bit less, core skill damage a little bit less, and damage to slowed enemies. Yeah, no, we'll stick with what we got. For the bow, okay, so at least with this bow, we can break this down. Actually, we can break down this bow for its effect, not break it down, but we can extract the effect out of it, and I actually can use this effect in the future on this build, so that's good. This one we cannot for the effect. However, it is better damage, so we're going to swap to this for the damage. This has vulnerable damage on it, so we're going to swap it as well. And I think that's probably it. I mean, this does have +29 armor, but I don't have any movement speed on it, which I don't like. Oh, this does, though. Movement speed and dex, and better armor. And yeah, I think that's it. So we're going to break the rest of this stuff down. And then we're keeping this to extract the effect out of. And we're actually keeping that too for the same thing. So we'll go do that. Dude, I'm so hungry. I'm going to go make some food. Catch you later, my guy. Nice to see your streaming again. For sure, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Get something good. Get something scrumptious. Alright, so we're going to come over here. We're going to... Actually, we're going to see how much it's going to cost me. Oh, we have 370k. We're good. I don't mind using a little bit to extract these. We're all good with that. So now we will have those over here for future use. We'll go toss my couple gems in the stash. And then we will get a move on to what is next. Let's see. World Tier 3. Which we're not doing yet. Oh yeah, we have to do the 2 strongholds for this. I guess we could take a crack at those. I feel like it's gonna be a bit rough, to be quite honest, but I need to get them done. So yeah, okay. We'll give it what we got. We'll give it what we got. See how this goes. I mean, if I can do one, I assume I can do the other. Plus, we just got a few more minor upgrades across our items and stuff, I guess. Nothing crazy. Do I have... I do have an elixir as well, which will give us a little bit more XP and then a little bit more armor, which is good for especially this, where stuff's going to be a few levels higher than what we are. A couple levels? Maybe 2? I forget. So it will definitely help. Oh god. Rubber banding a little bit. Love that. Classic. I don't think this stronghold is too hard if I remember this one correctly. I think the other one is more difficult. The one over here. This one I don't think is too bad. Let me pop my elixir. Okay. I don't recall if I fight this guy. We're gonna put a trap on him. Yep, okay, he's dead. Then we're gonna light this, I guess. Okay. And now we need to do the same thing at multiple other ones, which it's marking that on my map, but that is not anything. Alright, so we will run around here a little bit and find out where these other ones are. I think I just need to flip bodies over, honestly. Yep, I do. There we go. And then I think I just keep doing that. Cleanse the skulls. Oh, okay. It's marking the middle because I need to get skulls from the dead bodies and then I need to bring them back and cleanse them all. Makes sense. I'm about to eat some pizza with the wife. It's been great hearing that voice again. I'm excited for what may potentially come in the future. I'll see you later. Hey, I really appreciate you stopping by for. Enjoy the pizza, my man. And I'm definitely excited for whatever the future may potentially hold as well, you know? But, yeah, enjoy the rest of your night. There's another one. I don't know how many I need to get is the thing. I'll probably just do like a circle around this whole stronghold area, flipping over any bodies I see. And then I'll just go hand them in, and if I have to find one more, then no biggie. Oh, I have to get something here. Here we go. So I guess I don't even need to complete the stronghold actually for these seasonal objectives right now. I just need to go into the stronghold area and get a specific item from it. But there's no reason to come here and not do the stronghold since I'm already here. And I think that might have been the last skull as well. I don't think there is another one. So we're gonna go put all these in. Yeah, that might very well have been it. Where's the guy? Oh, here he is. I have one more, and that was indeed it. Nice. Oh yeah, and then I fight them all. Right. Ow. That wasn't very kind of you, sir. Okay, so he's dead, and then I assume another one will start to come fight me now. Here we go. And a level up. Nice. Drop that in Siphoning Strikes. And now we can go light this. And I can't remember if this turns into a town with like a waypoint and stuff. I don't think it does. Oh, maybe it does. No, it doesn't. Okay, it just turns into an area that has dungeons. Fair enough. So, I will now go over to this stronghold. And again, it seems that I just have an item I have to go get over there. But because I'm over there already anyway, I'm going to just do the stronghold. It's going to unlock more, probably at least one more dungeon, maybe two? I don't think this is a waypoint area, but it's going to probably have at least one dungeon locked behind it. So I will just do the stronghold while I'm over there. And I mean, it's like more XP and more seasonal progression, stuff like that anyway, so it just doesn't make sense not to do it while I'm over there. I might as well. Go ahead and mark it. I guess I'll just mark the middle. And then we'll be on our way. Still good inventory-wise. My elixir is still popped. Should be good through this stronghold. And up to the point of the next seasonal quest objective. What I should do is update my title again because I'm not level 39 anymore. I am level 41. So that's good. We can hit this cellar real quick, actually. Trying to focus on hitting cellars a little bit more with the season out, because I know that that is part of the season progression, is actually doing some cellars. I have to take damage from this trap, which it's not letting me take damage from the trap. I need to take damage from the trap so that I can use the healing well and make it so, there we go. I was going to say, so that it will then proc the cellar. There we go. Cool. He's still alive! Yes, we are past the, what was it yesterday? What was it? The, let me see. Ended stream after only an hour and a half. Yes, the stream is still going after the scam time. I was joking with Rhino about that a little bit ago when he was in here. It was around, like, I was only live for like an hour and 25 minutes, and I wasn't trying to get off yet or anything, but I had checked over at the time just to see what it was, and I was like, oh, better make sure I go till at least 2 hours, because otherwise Wade might find out and tell me that I scammed again. Hour and a half, yeah. Yeah, Rhino actually just left a few minutes ago to go get something to eat. Actually, him and somebody else did. I will definitely be following suit sooner rather than later. Need to get this stronghold done first, and whatever this next quest objective is, though. Damn, now it's just you and me? It might be. I think it is. I feel like my my viewer thing in the dashboard is always a tiny bit behind, or maybe not correct. But I mean, based on like what it says now, yeah, I think it might just be you and me, or at least, even if not, it's you and me in the chat, so to speak, or chatting. Oh God, what that face! I'm terrified. Where do I forget how to do this one. I think there's a specific way that I can only go now. Or can I click on this guy? Oh. Bet. And then I think he opens up a path for me. Somewhere. Somewhere. Let's get the show on the road here, Chief. Show me the way. Come on. Come on. And okay, here we go. All right, now we can go place to place on our own. Trippy. I'm getting smoked, actually. What is hitting me so hard? I don't even know. Something is hurting. I think it's the ranged guys. Oh God, Nightbot. You're gonna get banned, Nightbot. You're gonna get banned. Just gotta change that after. Fucking Nightbot. Okay. So that's one down. It's 3 more, it looks like. Which is, you know, dandy. So this is Diablo. All the hype for this. I mean, I feel like there was a lot of, like, hype leading up to it. And then I feel like upon release, like, I guess there was still a good amount of hype. But, yeah, I mean, you know, I guess it just depends if you're into these kind of games. It's definitely a genre of its own, you know? Like, if you're into something like this, or, like, Path of Exile, if you're familiar with that kind of a game, it's definitely, you know, it's its own kind of genre. It's a lot different from, like, a Fallout game or any sort of shooter, for that matter. Or, you know, I guess traditional single-player games or something. Yeah, I mean, it's in a genre of its own with other games similar to it. So if you're not super into them or as familiar with it, then I can understand looking at it and not really being super, like, hyped about it like there has been from a lot of people. It would be like it would be like me and I guess like a, I don't know, like a new Persona game. Persona's super big, right? And I know there's a whole bunch of people that are into, like, it's because I'm pretty sure it's anime. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that kind of game. I know that there's a ton of people, you know, that are into Persona, and that's like a really big thing that a whole bunch of people would be hyped about for those that are into it. But for me, I would see like something new about Persona, and I would just be like, okay. Like, you know, I wouldn't care. But I guess we're all like that with certain games. It's just, you know, preference, I suppose. No idea. Yeah, we would need ET in here. ET was here earlier. ET would know. I'm sure. I'm sure he would know what's up with that. 'Cause I know that he's into all that kind of stuff. So that was the item for the seasonal quest objective, and now I just need to finish the stronghold, and then I can go speak with this guy for the quest. I assume that I'm gonna come up here and I have to fight this guy. I don't recall, but it would only make sense. Yeah, he's a tough one, huh? He is a tough one. At least he rewarded me handsomely. Alright. So... Oh, cool. Is that another skill point? It was another skill point. Beautiful. So... Yeah, no waypoint, but it did open up a dungeon, which is good. So now... we are going back here for the quest objective. And then while I'm there, I will break down this and this. Yeah. That map is huge. What the fuck? It's pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty sizable. Yeah, it's pretty big. And honestly, like, it's not a game where, like, if you're up in this region and you like manually work your way down to this region, like if you're on your very first character ever, you start out here, like this is the main town first, and then you kind of work like a circle. You kind of work your way up around, like if you're going through the story anyway, you kind of work your way up here, and then around here, they're like, oh, now you gotta come down to like fucking here, or like down here. There's a couple times where even if you're here and you don't have these two waypoints, and you have to come down to like this area or these two areas, it's like, it's a little bit of a trip. And then especially like on your first character, like stuff's gonna be a bit tougher as well. So going through everything, like making your way down, yeah, it's something. It's definitely experience. It's a pretty solid map size, honestly. I think anyway. Oh, another level up. Cool. We can drop a point in weapon mastery and update the title once again. 42 is my level now. Clear malignant from the den of the blighted. That is over here. Or no. Oh, it is. Yeah, that's my objective. Oh yeah, Den of the Blighted. Okay. I was looking at Hope's Guardian. Alright. Go up and around. I feel like I'm getting close to a point where the quest line's going to tell me in order to continue, I need to get another chapter of the season done. Which, if it does tell me that, currently I am only 6 out of 13 objectives, or what did it say? 46%? This I can go do at any time. I can go buy 5 items from that guy anytime. Whisper stuff, complete whispers available after reaching a certain point. I think this just wants me to do like 1 set of whispers, which won't take long at all. And printing an aspect, I can go do that anytime. Obtain a cache. Oh, I have to do 10 of those? Whew. That's going to take a bit. Hopefully that's not necessary to complete the chapter, though. I don't think it will be. Upgrade potion to moderate. I have to hit level 45 for this, so that just kind of comes down to getting another 3 levels. So it's going to take a little. And then this is upgrading items 2 times at the blacksmith or the jeweler, only doing 2 items. That I can do anytime as well. And using a wrathful malignant invoker. in the Malignant Tunnel. I don't know if I can do that at any point. Because I don't have a Wrathful Malignant Invoker. So, yeah, I definitely cannot do that. I think the Wrathful ones are the better ones. Or the more rare ones. So I guess that sort of makes sense. But yeah, I don't think I need to have all the objectives done to complete a chapter anyway. I think you just need like a majority of them or just X amount of objectives in chapter 3 and previous chapters in order to get completion. So hopefully that's how it is. Because doing like 10 or getting 10 Whisper caches, that is going to take a bit. It's going to take a good little bit. And that is not something I would normally ever do either. That's a definite off the beaten path kind of a thing. Probably should have saved the Conduit Shrine. Actually, no, I'm good. This is okay of a spot to have it be used. If there wasn't a Malignant thing right next to it, then it would have been kind of a bust, but... There was, thankfully, so... I don't consider this a waste. This is pretty good use. This is ideal use, actually. Short of a boss. Legendary, nice, nice. We like that. Okay, I think there's another one. Yep, another one here. And he's dead from poison. Let me see if they fixed the trap thing. Or if it still does nothing. Oh. I mean, it poisoned him at least. Obviously can't knock him back. Give me 1 sec. Oh, wait. I don't even know if I just did the right thing, did I? There we go. I had to get up to grab something quick. Let's see here. Oh, I never broke these down at the thing. Fuck. All good. I'll have more to make it worth going to the little thing to do it after. I'll just go to Kyoba Shop and do it, honestly. I'm gonna have more of them, so it'll be more worth it. Probably will only keep like 1 or 2. So most I either don't need or I don't care to keep because I know that I'll get better ones pretty quickly after. And we're gonna get another right here, actually. Ow. Love things blowing up on me and poisoning me. It's great, it's great, it's great. Okay. So it looks like... Oh, I can go up here. Huh. I don't know why I didn't think I could go up there. But we're gonna clear this last little patch down here. And then it looks like we have a boss to kill. Or an elite, at least. Maybe not a boss. Yeah, looks like, well, this isn't even the end though, but this is just an elite, so nothing special. There we go. Though I don't want to be standing in that because that will kill me, probably, and he will also have a malignant heart too, so we like that. Oh boy. There we go. Oh, that is the end. Is there an invoker up here? Should be an invoker up here. Yep. Vicious and Wrathful. I don't have Wrathful. I do have Vicious, though. Invokes a powerful, malicious, malignant foe. Yeah, we're gonna do this. I don't have a Wrathful one, so we're just going to take advantage and do the other one. I was only here for a quest objective, but there's no reason not to do it while we're here. There we go. Cool. Complete chapter 3. Oh, I literally just mentioned it before I came into this area that I had a feeling pretty soon I was going to get told to continue the quest line that I was going to need to complete chapter 3, and there it is, telling me to complete chapter 3. Okay, well, at least I kind of saw it coming. It's been sort of a pattern up to this point. I don't really mind it too much, honestly. You know, as you go off and do various activities, I'm actually curious to know how quickly I could actually get to that. Let me upgrade 2 items real quick. Just for curiosity's sake, I'll upgrade my 2 weapons. Maybe I shouldn't do my weapons, actually. Maybe I'll just upgrade... Let me just upgrade like 2 random things. So that should be... Oh wait, that didn't do anything. What? Oh, I have to upgrade them to the 2nd rank. I'm a dummy. Bam. Bam. There we go. So that objective is done. Buy 5 things from the Purveyor. And print something at the Occultist. Let me go and print something real quick. Hopefully I have something that's even worth imprinting, and I'm just not going to imprint some random uselessness. Won't be the end of the world if so, though. I guess let me just see what I even have to choose from. Let me do seasonal, show my class only. Oh wait, those are seasonal ones only. No, we don't want that. Let's do... Oh, encircling blades. Why do we not have this on already? What the hell? And I'll actually just do it for the item that's already a legendary. Oh, I can't. Because I'd have to break this down. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna have to do it for, we're gonna have to do it for a piece of armor. Okay, fair enough. No biggie, no biggie. We'll do it for a piece of armor. Let's do it for... Let's see what I can do on a helmet. Actually, no. Let's see what I can do on a chest armor. Oops. Show for my class only. Okay. Trash. Alright, so we're gonna look at a helmet, actually. That's what we're gonna do instead. And it looks like it's continuing to be trash. Okay. We're not... It's not looking great. I'll tell you that. I mean, we could throw a looting on. Jewelry? I don't even know, man. Every third cast of puncture is poison imbued with 100% of normal potency. That actually is okay. When you evade or shadow step, you leave behind a cluster of exploding stun grenades. Interesting. Bro, that's crazy. Wade didn't get scammed. I didn't for once. True, he didn't get scammed this time. Look, what are we at? We're at 2.5 hours. Look, we're an hour over the scam time. Or about to be anyway, in like 40 seconds or something. He didn't get scammed this time. Oh, I can put encircling blades on my amulet. Oh, well, screw that other thing. We're going to put it... Oh, I already have the poison one on this. Okay, let's put it on the ring. Assuming we can. Because, again, it's already got a legendary on it. Hell yeah, here we go. This is what we're talking about. So that's another thing done for the chapter. Whispers I have to go out and do even more. Can't upgrade my potion to level 45. I don't have a wrathful malignant heart cage thingy, whatever. I can go buy 5 things from the purveyor, I guess. I guess I'll just go buy weapons. Maybe I'll get a weapon upgrade. That'd be kind of cool. Get my damage up a little bit more. We'll go for daggers as well. That's kind of what I'm about. Of course, all garbage, but it's fine. We had enough to do 5, which is what's important, and we got more progress done on the chapter. So this leaves us with the potion upgrade, which I need to be 45 for. Physically can't do it. I physically just don't have a wrathful malignant thing, and I just don't really know how to get one. And then tree whispers, which this one's not hard, but this one, getting 10 caches, that one is. Because this one is essentially just getting 1 cache, I'm pretty sure. Which is fine. That's normal. But this, that's like, this is like doing this 10 times, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah.
Need more time.
That's a bit different of a story, I would say. Let's break down the common items, the magic items. We don't need to repair. And then let's go put gems in the stash. And then let's go to Kiovashad. Nope. And in Kiovashad, we're going to break down some of our hearts or whatever that we don't need. Dude, I don't understand this game. I honestly, at this point, am just I'm just here to hear you talk. I mean, I'm still learning stuff about the season, like the seasonal stuff. Like this thing over here, like this whole section, this workbench and all this stuff, these malignant items, all these orbs. This is all new to the season, so some of this stuff I'm even still learning and haven't experienced yet. These invoker things, I'm still learning stuff about these, which, you know, so there's malignant dungeons, which are new to the season, obviously. And in those, you get through the dungeon, and then there's this thing at the end where you can put one of these in it, and it will spawn an enemy. And then the enemy will drop one of these, and you want the rare ones, which are wrathful ones, like down here. But I don't think I can even get them yet. I'm not really sure. But anyway, they drop these, and then these are essentially gems, but they can only be put into jewelry. Not only that, to make things more complicated, right? As you can see on these pieces of jewelry, this one's like got a red outline. This one has like a purple outline, like the circle around the actual gem. You can see it better on this. It's got kind of a red/orange outline. So the only ones that can go into here are the same matching color. See how it only lets me put it into these two because the color matches? And if I try to do a purple one, it only matches with this, so I can only put it in there. Or if I want to do a blue one, well, I don't have anything that matches. I don't have a blue socket, so I can't do it. So this is like the main new thing for the season, item-wise. There are some new legendary and unique items and legendary effects. There is a new story that I'm in the midst of doing. There's a new, let's see here. This whole season of chapters, all this stuff is new. All these like things you can do. The battle pass is new. There's a boss at the end of the seasonal story, which is new. So yeah, there's a handful of new stuff. And again, I'm still trying to get a grasp on a handful of it myself. So for someone who hasn't played the game at all, to have the Season 1 stuff on top of it, yeah, I can understand. I can understand. What's up, Boost? Good to see you back. How you doing? But anyway, we're going to break down some of these because they are not anything we care about. These two I do remember that I don't care about, so we'll break those down right away. And then we'll take a look at these other ones. What needs a subterfuge skill? Okay, we don't care about that one. I already know, because I'm not using subterfuge, really. Here we have every 5 seconds while above 60% life, core skills cost 174 life instead of primary resource. That's interesting, but not something I'm going to want right now. The critical strike one, on the other hand, is okay, and I do need to put something in my ring. So this is 1.42, 184, 186, 193, 186, 286. So I'm just looking for higher numbers, basically, on all these that have the same effect on it. So we're gonna go with that one because it's the highest stats, essentially, and then we can break those down. We'll keep this one for if we get a blue socket piece of jewelry. You're chilling? Nice, nice. Love to hear it. And then we have an item here I can't even equip, and we'll break that down. I guess we'll look at the two legendaries I have as well, real quick. So they're a bit more relevant. Everything else, let me just sort of get organized a little bit here. Okay. You gain increased movement when moving away from slowed or chilled enemies. This, funny enough, this would be good if the unique boots that made it so you always had a chilling trail behind you, if that effect could be on a different item, then, oh, I'm stupid. You could just put this effect on a different item and then wear the boots. I don't know if it'd be worth it though, but that would be the combo to go. I don't know. That sounds. I don't think I've ever seen that effect before. That might be a new season legendary effect. I might keep that, honestly. I don't know. When you evade or shadow step, you leave behind a cluster of exploding stun grenades that deal 88 total physical and stun enemies. This might be good as well. However, this has +1 to flurry, attack speed, and lucky hit chance, and +12 armor. Do I want to wear those? This has +21 armor, but I lose my movement speed and my dex. I get shadow step, +1. And then I can't extract. I feel like I want the attack speed, but I'm gonna lose -1 on my flurry. I will get more lucky hit chance though to proc what is it called? Siphoning strikes more, which basically gives me life steal. So I think I will switch to these gloves. But I'm not gonna switch to the boots. We will, however, go extract the effect off of the boots. In case I want to use it in the future, even just temporarily. I don't really think it's going to be an end build thing, though I could be wrong. But we're going to extract it, and so then we can have it here to put on the legendary, or to put on the item in general in the future to use that effect. And from there, let's see what we got here for whisper stuff. So we have everything here. Where's an area with whisper stuff where there's sellers? One's here. I don't really want to do a dungeon, honestly. I don't feel like doing a dungeon for whisper stuff right now. I'd much rather do whatever else there is offered. I guess I'll just go down to this area. Fuck it. I don't care. There is a cellar down here as well. Yeah, let's just go down to this area. Slay 35 bandits. That's fine. Complete an event in Father's Cross. Oh, I'm only two bars off. Oh, but that might not matter, honestly. I might have to still get 6 more for the season. Okay. Well, let's go down here. Let's make our way down here. We don't even have to fast travel. We can just jump the horse and go. And we will knock out a few of these. And right now, let me take note of the fact that I am at 4 out of 10. So this might be objectives. This might be whisper objectives. So each one of these on the map might be a single objective. And so I might have to do 6 more of those, which is not super fun, honestly, but it's going to be okay. I wouldn't normally do a bunch of whisper stuff, honestly, but is all good. It's still something. Oh, that guy just leveled up. Grats. Oh, I literally just got +3 from that. Why did I just get +3? Okay. Well, let's look at my chapter now. Okay, I'm 5 out of 10, so every objective is 1. However, that just got me maxed out for the whispers, so let me go get a cache. And then I'll be able to do more. See what our options are. Leg guards, rings, one-handed weapons. I think we're gonna go with the one-handed weapons. Cool. And then we will throw the gems in the stash real quick, and then we'll go back to the whisper area. Which was over here. Alright. So, back down we go after we are done being frozen. Cool. Yep. Awesome. Great. Map, W rewards. I don't know what this is trying to tell me about. Oh well. So back down to the whisper area. I have to do 5 more objectives for that seasonal challenge. And hopefully that will be enough to complete chapter 3. If not, I'm gonna have to just do random stuff or not random stuff, but I'm gonna have to do stuff to get level 45, so that I can then get the next potion upgrade, and that should then get me chapter 3 completed, so I can continue to progress the quest line. Can I do my skill down to them? Doesn't look like I can. It's kind of lame that this cellar is not a part of the Whispers, because it's right in the midst of all of them. Okay, so there's another Whisper objective completed. So it should be 4 more now we have to do. And this just says complete an event. So that would be, well, wherever an event pops up, I guess. We're going to go here, though. We'll grab this shrine, kill these enemies. And then we'll go up to where I just marked. Actually, what I could do, I have this artillery shrine. I might as well hop in this cellar real quick. I don't know if it's even going to last long enough, but fuck it. I might as well just go in there real quick. In case I need to have X amount of cellars done for future objectives. I got to use it for a second. There we go. Another cellar done, you know, why not? Now we'll head over to where I marked before. And then we'll be on the lookout for an event in this area too, because I know that that's another objective that we can get if we happen to come across it. Should end up finding one at some point. We will do this first. Let me see what this. Oh, there's an event right here actually. Perfect. Fuck, I'm getting held by frozen shit right now, unfortunately. He keeps slamming me with it, too. Yeah, this guy's a pain in the ass. This guy who keeps fucking freezing me. Oh, this other guy's here to help now, at least. There we go. Easy peasy. Good help from the other guy. So, I think that should be complete. Huh. I thought that's what that would be, but maybe not. What's this one say? Defeat the shivering. Oh, find the corpse. Okay. So, where the fuck's the corpse? That is the question, is where is the corpse? Could be anywhere around in this radius. It's another tier. Cool, cool. Oh god, what the fuck's going on here? Okay. Still don't know where the corpse is. Oh, is it right here? Hell yeah. Alright. Where the fuck's this guy going? Where the fuck are you going? Alright, now the elite comes. And he did. Alright, so that's another one done. So, I think we need... What do we need? 3 more? 3 more. So... This is finding another corpse. So let's go do that. And then there's a cellar south of there we can do. Which will be another one. And then I think we have to go to a whole nother area, unfortunately, for the last one. Okay, so... Don't know where the corpse is for this one. I'm gonna hope it's in, like, some obvious kind of place. I was hoping it would just be up here, but it's not. On the bright side, whenever we're near it... Oh, Jesus. Whenever we're near it, we should get an objective marker. So we're just going to kind of pan out a little bit here and run around until we see that. Oh, here it is. Perfect. So now we'll take on some waves of enemies again. And level 43. Love that. And now the elite comes. And he's dead. Cool. Alright. So, that's another one done. So we have to do 2 more. And let's see here. I think I'm gonna drop the skill. Already have siphoning. Stutter. Weapon mastery. We're gonna max out weapon mastery. I think we're actually in the midst of getting a whole nother one right now. Because of killing X amount of enemies. Or maybe this guy's doing it and we're just getting credit for it? I don't know if we just got credit for that. I think that was his. Oh, we didn't get... Yeah, we did not get credit. Okay, so now we're gonna go do this cellar. And I was gonna fast travel, but fuck it. And then after we do this cellar, we're gonna have to go to a different area where there's whispers. and do one more objective there.
Need more time.
Cool. So that's done. Alright. We'll look at our map real quick and we'll see where else there is Whisper stuff that I can get to very quickly. And preferably that has like a cellar. World boss in 15 minutes. I don't really care, honestly. I wish I had this waypoint because I could just go hit that cellar really quick. Man. There's not really any that are super ideal for me, unfortunately. Because I don't have the waypoints near them. Oh, man. I guess this cellar? I don't know. That's rough. That's the closest thing I got. I'm gonna go do that cellar, I guess. That's tough. At least it's the last one, on the bright side. It's the last one that I'll need to do for this season challenge. And then we'll get to see if season 3, if chapter 3 is completed. If it's not, then like I said before, we're going to either have to get to level 45 so we can complete the challenge for upgrading our potion, which requires level 45, or... No, I mean, actually, yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. We're just going to have to go for that first, because the other two options are going to take way longer. Completing, or getting 10 Whisper caches, what I'm doing now, I'd have to do 10 times over, which is going to take a good amount of time. And then getting a Wrathful Invoker or whatever, I don't even really know if that's just, like, luck of the draw, getting a drop for that. This is an event, which I'm not going to be able to complete this event, so I'm just going to chalk the mastery. I don't care. I'm not going to be able to do the mastery on this, I already know it. Wait, I might actually be able to do it. Can I do it? Is there enough eggs left? I don't know if there is. Unfortunately, I think I'm off by like one set of eggs, sadly. Oh well. I guess I would have been able to do it if I paid a little bit more attention and actually had some confidence about it, but all good. I didn't need to do the mastery for it. I just needed to do the challenge itself, and it does in fact look like that completed chapter 3 for me, so we do not need to wait any longer for the next part. Claim our rewards, and then hit that. Oh god, I don't even have space for these. Fuck. That's not ideal. Okay. So, I need to go get rid of a couple items fast. That's not ideal at all. We'll just get rid of a few that I know for a fact real quick we're not gonna need. Like this, this, and this. Yeah, that's good. I don't need to go through all of them right now. I'm just trying to make a tiny bit of space, that's all. Pick these items up, and then we're going to look back at the map, and we're going to see where this guy is that I need to go to. Where is he? Oh, here he is. Oh, he's just over here. Cool. Whoops. Alrighty. Good old town lag. Am I blind? Where the fuck is he? Oh, there he is.
Yes.
Quest complete. Now he wants us to meet him over here. Interesting. Gonna go back to the town though. And I'll just need to go through all these items, but I will do that after, I think. Let me check my stash real quick. I guess I'll toss, I should probably just get rid of that, honestly. There's probably no reason for me to hold on to that. Yeah. There's no reason for me to hold on to that. Flurry damages enemies. Oh, okay, this was... Ah, it's barely better, though. So I can just break that down. I'm just going to break that down. It's literally 1% better. It doesn't matter. Terrible roll, but we can break it down, and then we'll have mats for upgrade or making legendary jewelry in the future, so... We need that just as much. But, okay. So, I think that is where I'm going to call it for now. We just got over the 3-hour mark for the stream, which is the longest I've done a single stream since I've returned in the past 4 days. Pretty cool, pretty pog. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this stream. I appreciate everybody that came out. I know there may only be a couple of you still here at the moment, but for everybody that came out, I really appreciate it, for all the chatting activity that there was from all of those people. Super appreciative for that as well. Makes the stream a whole lot better. But that's going to do it for me in this one, and I will be live again tomorrow. Maybe, very probably unlikely, potentially later tonight, but definitely sometime tomorrow I will be live again for day 5. So that's going to do it for me. Thank you all again for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it, even if you didn't say a single word. It means a lot to me nonetheless, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next stream. Peace out, everybody. Have a great rest of your day or night.